Hey everyone, it's Tony here with Nerds Never Sleep, and I have another Kotobukiya Bishojo unboxing for you today. Now, this is the winner of our first round of the spooky season face-off that I've been doing on all the socials. And surprisingly enough, Michael Myers was the winner. She was actually going toe-to-toe against Leatherface, and I did actually screw up in that poll because I forgot there are two versions of Leatherface, and I used the wrong stock photo for Leatherface, who, as you can see here on the table, I have actually already done the unboxing for last year during the Halloween season. So if you do want to see the apron version with the boobage all out, if you want to check her out, I have the video here on the channel in the Kotobukiya playlist if you want to check her out. The version I was actually supposed to have in the poll is actually what I consider probably the worst version of her, and that is the, I believe it's called the Chainsaw Dance version. And I got a picture of her right here. So, sorry. My mistake. But again, it is the same character. So with the amount of votes that Michael got over, or Michelle, as I call her, got over Leatherface, I don't think it mattered which version of Leatherface I was doing. Everyone wanted to see Michael Myers. So, will not screw up in the next poll. So I do apologize for that. But you get both because you're going to get this one anyways. And now you're getting Michael. So, that being said, as you guys know, this is spooky season. It is the week leading into Halloween. I am a little behind, again, as I've been saying in my videos the past few weeks, because I have a lot of personal life crap going on right now. I'm redoing all my collectible rooms, things like that, getting my streaming setup situated in the living room area, all that. So there is a lot of moving parts right now, but I am still going to try to keep up with the stuff, even if it's a little bit late. So she was supposed to be done. I was trying to get her out Wednesday. Today is Thursday, so I'm a day late. My next poll is going to be a day late, so obviously it's going to snowball. But I am going to make sure I get 3 of these horror girls done by Halloween. So that being said, as always, I'm going to bring you guys in. I'm going to let you guys take a look at this pretty cool looking box. Obviously, the amazing artwork on it by Shunya, as always. And then we're going to pop it open and take a look at how she came out. So, as always, we have all the usual suspects here. We've got a little peek at the statue here. We've got the Kotobukiya logo. We've got the Bishojo series logo. We've got John Carpenter's Halloween, horror Bishojo statue, Michael Myers, all the good stuff, and obviously a window here so you can take a peek at what she looks like. Now over here on this side, we've got actually like a little door, little tiny window right here that kind of just gives you like a little look at peeking through the door. Over here on this other side, we have the amazing artwork by Shunya himself. And as always, the artwork for these is phenomenal. They need to make like a coffee table book or something like that. Here on the back, we actually have some more detailed pictures of all the little accessories, things like that, the knife, the mask, the actual statue itself, and obviously a closer look up here at the portrait. And the cooler thing about this, I'm going to leave it this way, is it actually has a Halloween little jack-o'-lantern kind of pumpkin window up top. So again, another little kind of creative touch to the box, not just your plain little old, boring window box. So I like it, gives it some personality. But enough of this. Let's go ahead and take a look at what is inside. Okay, so I forgot that Beetlejuice was over here. Don't say her name 3 times. I'm going to slide her off to the side. And now, as always, get my little cutter. We're going to cut all this tape. The inside of the box just kind of looks like a horror movie scene. I don't know if you guys can see it without the glare. There's all kind of a dusk setting and a bunch of trees and stuff like that. Pop that down here on the side. She's going to have some tape here. As you can see here, she is one solid piece And she's going to, sorry about that noise, she's going to have some little accessories here, obviously. So I'm going to just peel this off right now. I think it will just come right off on the front. Looks like it's got some pretty cool details here. I like the jack-o'-lantern. Obviously, she has the mask right here and a little kitchen knife. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take her out. And the mask kind of just sticks with her. I was kind of hoping the mask would go on her face, but I don't think it does. So go ahead. And the knife is actually kind of taped down. So you do have to kind of peel the tape. Dump it out. Alrighty, so she's going to be kind of holding her knife in her hand. Does it just kind of slide in? Just kind of slides right into her hand. Easy peasy. Now, I do wish you could have kind of put the mask on her. Kind of like with Leatherface, they actually had an option where you could put the creepy mask on her face. But I believe this is just kind of supposed to just sit on the ground next to her foot. So, first things first, what I'm going to say before I bring you guys in is I'm looking at this right now. And I know, obviously the mask, the kitchen knife, it's Michael Myers. But honestly, I'm looking at this, the jumpsuit, her kind of taking it off a little bit. And I'm seeing something else. But I'm going to bring you guys in. I'm going to let you take a closer look at her yourself. And then I'm going to tell you what I'm picturing right now in my head. And what I kind of hope they do next for a series. But if you look at this, you might be able to guess, depending on how big of a nerd you actually are, at what I'm thinking. So, I think she looks really freaking cool. She's got a very dead look on her face. She's not insanely busty like some of the Bishojos, but it works. And the pose and stuff looks really cool. So, again, I'm going to bring you guys in, give you the full 360, and I'll let you take her in all her glory. Put her up with a couple of other little pieces that I've put here on the table so you can size her up against some other of my favorite horror girls. And we're going to close up the video after that. So let's take a look at her right now. All right, so here is your 360 look at Michael, a.k.a. Michelle Myers. Now, again, I think she looks really cool. I'm digging the pumpkin down here, and this... So just kind of like the mask, and you can just kind of put it wherever, I guess. I mean, I'll show you right now. I wish you could have kind of put it over her face, but the way they kind of made it flat, you really can't. There is kind of like a little indent on the side here, on the inside, but it doesn't really work. So just kind of has to sit there. But again, she looks really solid, and again, I did have to flip the knife around here. You'll probably hear that again, but I just want to make sure you guys know I did screw up the knife placement. The jumpsuit looks really good. Everything looks very detailed. So, can't really complain. But again, it's kind of a dull character. But I'm going to bring you guys in up close and let you get a zoomed in look here at all the details. Again, you look here at the jack-o'-lantern kind of chilling there under her foot. Her boots look really good. Again, the details and the kind of way the coveralls look is really, really good. Get kind of like the grassy ground here. Again, the boots look great. The coveralls look great. I mean, you can even see she's got a little bit of a booty in the coveralls. So, again, the details are really nice. Here it is she's pulling it off over her shoulders. The hair has a really good sculpt to it as well. I go back down here to the bottom. Show you guys, see, kind of put the mask right there on the ground next to her, and we're going to go our way up here again. Now, as you can see here, there's a little bit of blood spatter, and they did kind of make it like globby paint. Globby paint. So I do appreciate that. I'm trying to zoom in here. Sorry about that, guys. And they did kind of make it like really globby, so they did kind of glob the paint, and I appreciate that. They did the same thing with the knife. It's kind of there on the knife, and it definitely is, on it. Like you can see, it's definitely making an impression. So it looks really good. It doesn't look like it's just painted on. I mean, even with her coverall here, I'm not trying to zoom in on her boobs or anything, but you can see even the blood it's shiny, it's kind of faded, it looks really, really cool. So, and again, you know, she's got her little kind of tank top underneath. She's got a little bit of blood spatter on her cheek and just a dead look in her face. And I actually really dig that. I dig the kind of dead-eyed look in her face. It works. So again, it's a very, very solid piece. There just isn't a whole ton personality-wise to do it. I mean, if you took away the pumpkin and you took away the mask, you might not even know who the heck this is. But I'm going to show you her with a couple other Bishojos before we close out this video. Now here she is with one of my all-time favorites, and this is the exclusive version, the variant of Beetlejuice. And it is actually, I actually swapped heads with the regular version. So this is actually the regular version's head on the exclusive's body. If you want to check those out, I did do unboxings for those here on the channel. And next up, I've got her here with another one of my dead-faced waifus, and that is Edward Scissorhands. Again, another one of my favorites. These two actually do look really good together. Again, the kind of dead looks in their faces works together. They definitely look really good together that way. So, definitely digging it. Again, these two do pair up pretty nicely together. But lastly, I'm going to show you who the one who lost to her in the polls was. So here she is with the Leatherface that I accidentally put the picture of in the votes. And as you can see here, Leatherface is very thick and very curvy. So if you do want to take a look at her, I do already have an unboxing for her on the channel. The other one I will show you in a second that I was supposed to put in the polls. But that is it for some comparisons. And just so you guys know, because I'm an idiot, this is actually the Leatherface I was supposed to put in the poll that, again, she did win out in the vote to this one. And I think this one may or may not look worse. But sorry about that, guys. We will get her next time. So that was your guys' up-close look at Michael, or Michelle Myers, as I like to call her. And if you notice, when I did unbox her, I had the knife standing straight up and down in her hand, and I realized you're actually supposed to have it kind of, you know, like she's going to stab it at somebody. So I flipped it around in her hand for you all to take a look. Now, again, I do wish with this, you know, you had the option to put the mask on her face. Like, as I, you know, kind of just showed you this Texas Chainsaw Massacre one, the Leatherface, she actually comes with a swappable head with the creepy, you know, kind of flesh mask, I guess you want to call it, on her face. And I believe the second version of her as well, that lost to her, well, this one did, but has a swappable face as well. So I wish we kind of could have had that, because I think my thing, when I was opening this up, that I was going to get to you guys, is I'm looking at this, and I'm seeing Ellen Ripley. Don't know why, but hear me out. Kotobukiya, give us an Aliens line. Give us a Ripley. Give us a sexy alien queen or something. Give us a she-predator. You know, perfect. An AVP Bishoujo line. They've already done artifacts lines for aliens. So they've gotten the license before. But I look at this. I'm going to move the mask so I don't knock it off. I'm looking at this. And take away the knife, take away the pumpkin, obviously take away the mask and the knife, and the blood off her outfit. And you basically have your blueprint for Ellen Ripley. Put a big-ass gun in her hand or something. Maybe put a little alien egg down here. Maybe she's standing on an alien egg. I mean, you could literally turn this into Ripley. And I would not be opposed to that. So, off that tangent, what do I think of this one? Now, I think, as with the majority of the Bishojos, I think she's a beautiful piece. I think she looks great. I think out of all of the horror icons, again, if you took the mask away here, she would be the least recognizable. But because Michael Myers is a very kind of bland character, they did a damn good job with this. They added a little Halloween-y thing. The pumpkin adds to the Halloween thing. They got a little bit of blood spatter here. It works. The dead look in the face works. So I really do like this piece. And I definitely can say I recommend it to anyone collecting the horror line, or if you're a Halloween fan, or just a horror fan in general. I can definitely recommend this one. And most places I've seen that carrier still sell her on pretty much on the cheap, if not at retail. So she's not too hard to come by. But if I'm sizing her up with these other pieces that I've shown you here today, the Beetlejuice, the Edward Scissorhands, this Leatherface that she lost to in the votes, or she won against in the votes, she pales in comparison to them. To this day, Edward Scissorhands and Beetlejuice are still two of my top tier. And I gave these ones 10 out of 10. I'm going to tell you right now. I think I even gave Leatherface, when I unboxed her last year, I think I even gave her like an 8 or a 9, because it was really fantastic looking. Honestly, with Michael Myers, for what she is, she's definitely a 9 out of 10. Because you can't really do a ton with that character. It's not like an Edward Scissorhands that has all this personality you can do, or Beetlejuice that has all this personality, or even Freddy and Jason, with the mask and the big stuff. It just doesn't, he doesn't have as much personality. So, for what it is and what it's supposed to depict, I'm definitely saying it's an 8 out of 10. 9 out of 10, 8, 9. But when I'm sizing it up against, as I always do, the other things in its category, it's a 7 out of 10. She is the worst out of the Bishoujo, I think, in the horror line. I'm just glancing over here because I have them on their shelf over here. Other than the fact that we got the super wobbly Freddy and Jason in the first runs, which, that is the worst. She's not that impressive compared to the rest. But again, for what she is and the character she's supposed to be depicting, it's damn good. So it is very hard for me to kind of give a stable score on this one. Sizing her up against the other Bishoujos, she's a 7. Putting her in her own category for what she's supposed to be depicting, it's an 8 or a 9. Because, again, it's not a character you can do a lot with. And I'm sorry I'm rambling on about it, but I'm really trying to tell you guys that I don't hate this piece at all. I actually really enjoy this. But, again, it's a bland, boring character, and you can only do so much with it. So, I like what they did do with it. I would have appreciated a swap-out head or swap-out face. But, again, we at least got the mask to kind of put here. And you probably could find a way to just put it over her face, but I don't think it would look very cool with the way the mask is kind of flattened out. But again, all in all, that is my thoughts on this one. And, again, you guys did get to look at the Leatherface that I accidentally put in the poll. So, you got 2 for 1. And again, if you want to check out Leatherface, I did do an unboxing video for this one. If you want to check out both versions of Beetlejuice, they both got unboxing videos on the channel as well. Check out the Kotobukiya playlist, and I'm making a horror playlist as well, so you can check all those out. But I'm going to wrap this one up. I'm going to do the usual spiel, tell you guys to like, to share, to subscribe, all the nonsense, all the buttons down below. Help me get into this algorithm. I've been improving a lot. I want to keep on the upward kind of mobility here. We're getting close to monetization. Hopefully I get some more watch hours. That is my biggest thing, is getting you guys to kind of watch the videos more than just browse them. But it's progress. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you guys liked checking out Michael Myers and all of her friends here today. I will see you all in the next video. Don't forget to vote in the next polls for the ones you guys want to see next. And I'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone.